Number 16. What is the value of the square root of 9/4? A, 0.75, B, 1.50, C, 2.25, D, 4.50. Number 17. Bailey is comparing two squares. The first square has an area of 144 square centimeters, and the second square has an area of 81 square centimeters. What is the difference in the side lengths of the two squares? A is 63, B is 32, C is 8, D is 3. Number 18. The relation 0, 1, 3, 4, x, 6, 7, 9, and 11, 14 is a function. Which could be the value of x? A is 0, B is 3, C is 6, D is 7. Number 19. Which equation is not a function? A, y is equal to 3x squared. B, y is equal to the absolute value of x. C, x is equal to 2 divided by y. D, x is equal to y divided by 2. Number 20. The equation y is equal to 250x represents the number of bags of candy made, y, after x hours of work at a candy factory, A. The table below shows a number of bags of candy made at candy factory B after different hours of work. After 4 hours of work, which statement is true? A. Candy factory A makes 75 more bags of candy than candy factory B. Candy factory B makes 75 more bags of candy than candy factory A. C. Candy factory A makes 300 more bags of candy than candy factory B. And D. Candy factory B makes 300 more bags of candy than candy factory A. (21) 3 times the difference of a number x and 14 is 6 times the sum of the same number x and 12. What is the value of x? A is 3, B is -9, C is -10, D is -38. Number 22. The scatter plot below shows temperatures in an oven over time as it is being preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Using a linear model, what does the slope of the line represent? A. The increase in oven temperature per minute. B. The temperature of the oven when it is turned on. C. The total number of minutes for the temperature to reach 400 degrees Fahrenheit. D. The change in the number of minutes for each degree the temperature increases. Number 23. The scatter plot below shows the average temperature at different elevations on a mountain. Using a linear model, what does the y-intercept represent? A. As the elevation of the mountain increases, the temperature increases. As the elevation of the mountain decreases, the temperature increases. C. The temperature at sea level is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. D. The temperature at sea level is about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. For 24, a system of equations is shown below. Y is equal to 1/2 x plus 6, and y is equal to a -1/4 x plus 3. Using the solution to the system, what is the value of x plus y? A is 12, B is 8, C is 0. D is a negative 48. 25. In 2007, there were approximately 4.3 times 10 to the 6th children born in the United States. There were approximately 8.77 times 10 to the 3rd hours in a year. Approximately how many children were born per hour in 2007? A. 4.9 times 10 to the 2nd. B. 4.9 times 10 to the 3rd. C. 2.0 times 10 squared. D. 2.0 times 10 to the 3rd. (26) Mr. Raoul's Tree Cutting Company charges a flat fee of $35 for a service call plus $30 per hour to cut trees. Mrs. Regina's Tree Cutting Company uses the graph below to determine the total cost of cutting down trees. If a customer needs 5 hours of tree cutting service, which statement is true? A. Mr. Raoul Tree Cutting Company charges $25 more than Miss Regina's Tree Cutting Company. B. Miss Regina's Tree Cutting Company charges $25 more than Mr. Raoul's Tree Cutting Company. C. Mr. Raoul's Tree Cutting Company charges $10 more than Miss Regina's Tree Cutting Company. D. Miss Regina's Tree Cutting Company charges $10 more than Mr. Raoul's Tree Cutting Company. Number 27. When Henry was outside, he threw a paper airplane up into the air. The plane was lifted higher by the wind. It flew at a constant altitude for a few seconds. The plane then descended and landed in a bush. Which graph best matches this scenario? (28) Which graph represents someone running back and forth between two cones that are 15 feet apart? Number 29. Triangle STU will be transformed to the points S prime, -2, -1, T prime, 0, -5, and U prime, 3, -1. What type of transformation will occur to triangle STU? A. A reflection. B. A rotation. C. A dilation. D. A translation. Number 30. The surface area of the moon is about 3.8 times 10 to the 7th square kilometers. The surface area of Earth is about 5.1 times 10 to the 8th square kilometers. About how many times larger is the surface area of the Earth than the surface area of the moon? A. 130 times larger. B. 13 times larger. C. 1.3 times larger. D. 0.13 times larger. 31. Lake Erie has a surface area of about 9.9 times 10 to the 3rd square miles. Lake Michigan has a surface area of about 2.2 times 10 to the 4th square miles. About how many times larger is the surface area of Lake Michigan than the surface area of Lake Erie? A. 2 times larger. B. 5 times larger. C. 20 times larger. D. 50 times larger.